Hello everyone and welcome back. In this tutorial we're going to add some sound effects to our game. So sound is a really important component of games. Often development teams kind of leave this off till the last minute, kind of like we're doing now. But you really shouldn't. You should be thinking about your soundscape right from the beginning. So I'm going to show you two areas on the web that I go to get sounds, either generate them or download them for free. And then we're gonna just put a couple of them into the game. We're not gonna completely map out the soundscape of our game. We'll just get a couple in. The first place I go to, and I do this all the time, especially for games that are very retro looking like ours, is jfxr.frozenfractal.com. It's a great sort of 8-bit sound generating tool. What it does is when you load up the browser, it kind of generates a random sound. Not very interesting. You can shape that sound however you want using these sliders, and you can also use these templates to kind of get you where you want to go. Let's get a sound going for our shooting. So for the player shooting its laser fireball thing, I'm going to use the laser shoot template, and if I click it once, it gives me a sound. And if I don't like that sound exactly, I can click it again. It's going to give me a different one. It's not bad. So if I'm happy with it, I can just go ahead and export it, and that's going to save it as a WAV file in my downloads folder. You can also just further adjust it. And all of these things do different they do different things to the sound. It's really crazy. It's actually pretty powerful. You can create some really interesting sounds. But okay, I'm happy with that as a laser shot. Let's create a sound for when the laser hits a wall, or when it hits the wall, basically. Maybe like an explosion or hit hurt sound. I don't like that. Ooh, there it is. Okay, hear that? Okay, that's good. I'm going to click export. And so now, okay, I have two. That's pretty good. We're not going to do the sound of the enemy getting killed. You can do that on your own. So anyway, those are the two sounds that I have right now. Before we go and import them, I just want to show you there's another place I go to called freesound.org. It does require you to create an account, but the account is free. And these are just sounds that are various levels of they have different copyright policies, but most of them are free, and you can search for things like I don't know, if I type in death, all these, and these are all WAV files. So here's a death monster sound. I don't know, let's see what it sounds like. That's awful. Yeah. Varying qualities. Ooh, cyborg death. Okay, so that's a good option if you're just also looking for stuff. Don't forget just a simple tool like Audacity, like a sound editor and a microphone, and you can create your own sounds. Anyway, we got our two our laser sounds and our hit sound. So I'm gonna close that down. We're going to import them. So I'm going to go to the sounds folder, right click, create, sound. I'm going to name it, and I like to use SND as my my initial designation, and I'm just going to call it player laser. And then to import it, I need to click this little thing here to choose the sound file. There it is, laser shoot. Open that. Okay, so now it's in the game and imported. For the most part, you can leave all of this stuff as is. Don't worry about it, but it is in there. And while we're at it, why don't we import the second sound? So I'm going to create sound, lowercase SND, and I'll call it laser. Oops. Laser wall hit. So the sound when the laser hits the wall. So, okay, good enough. Okay. Oh, let's import it. Duh. Hit hurt. All right, that's good. All right, we have our two sounds, and now we just need to script in when we want these sounds to play. So I'm going to go to my player object, and I'm going to go into my step event where all of where the control for shooting the laser is happening. And now I want to look for a good place to put this one little line of code in. Well, it should probably go into this shooting script somewhere. And the way I like to look at it is I want this sound to occur when I absolutely positively know that a bullet has been created. This is exactly where I want to put it. So I'm just going to put it right underneath. And let's see if I can remember. I think it's audio play sound. There it is. So audio play sound is the function that we need to use. It's asking for three things: a sound ID, a priority, and something that says loops. Well, the sound ID is the name of our sound. So that would be SND player laser. Priority is how important the sound is. If you have lots and lots, and I mean hundreds and hundreds of sounds playing at the same time, eventually the game's gonna run out of memory, or it won't be able to generate that many sounds. And so it will start culling sounds that it knows is not as important. You're never going to run into this issue, so don't worry about it. But so by default, I just put 10. These are one of the things that in the scope of this game, we don't need to worry about it. So just put 10. The last one, loops. You're either going to set this to true or false. True means the sound will loop, meaning it will play over and over and over and over and over again forever until you tell it to stop. We don't want that. False. All right, and that's it. So let's run our game and see if the sound works. Yeah, that's working great. Ugh, cooldown is just driving me bonkers. Make it go really fast. Okay, now we also have, we want a sound to play when the laser hits a wall specifically. So I know that on my enemy object, no I don't, it's on the bullet object. I have a wall collision event. That is exactly where I would want this to be. And so, yeah, I can just put it right here. Audio. Play sound. Sound ID SND. Oops, SND. Laser wall hit. Priority 10. And once again, that is false, not true. If you were doing a music track and you wanted to play the music and have it loop, continually loop, then you would set that to true. One thing to keep in mind about sounds is a looped sound will continue to play even if the object that had the instruction to start playing it is destroyed. So sounds, once they start playing, just kind of exist on their own. So keep that in mind if you're going to be including music, that you have to find a way to stop playing the sound. I bet you can find the function to do that. All right, so now we have our two sounds in. And I'm noticing that every time I've been increasing this shot speed, and it's really not increasing at all. And I think I finally know why that is. I have the cooldown set to 3, and that's not, and that doesn't seem to be working. And it's, I think, because yeah, it's because I have my alarm set not to cooldown but set to 30. Good Lord. Wow. Didn't even notice that. Well, hey, we fixed it. Awesome. So I think that should work. All right. Now he should shoot a lot faster. Probably too fast. That's cool though. Toasted. Always pays to pay attention to what you're doing. Let's put that at 10. All right. That's it for sounds. That's how you get them in the game. Just think about, the types of sounds you want to make, and especially where in your script you want the sound to actually start playing. It can lead you down some weird paths if you put the sound, the play sound script in odd locations. Anyway, that's it for this one. A really quick one, but really important. So maybe spend some time getting other sounds into the game. And I will see you next time.